welcome to Seed to Life. Today we are going to see another medicinal herb that is commonly used in Southeast Asian cuisines. The name is Galangal or Greater Galangal. It is known by different names in different countries. The various names are Laos, Kha, Ramtang, Nankyo, or Daoko. Actually, I came to know about this plant after coming to the United States, that too very recently. But apparently it grows in India as well. In India, it is known by the name Kulanjan in Hindi. The rhizome of this herb is part of various curries. Galangal root looks a lot like ginger root, but the taste is very different. Many of you new to this aroma may have to adapt to this strong flavor slowly. It is available easily in Asian stores near me. I had not tried it before, but as it looks very much similar to ginger, I wanted to try it once. The main reason I decided to grow this plant is because of its appearance. I like tropical plants. I have ginger, turmeric, cardamom, insulin plant, and several other tropical plants in my plant collection. And I wanted to add galangal to it because it grows very tall, up to 1 to 2 meters. If I am successful in growing this root in my backyard, it will add more beauty to my tropical section of plants that I usually keep together. Now coming on to the perceived medical benefits of galangal. Galangal mostly is comprised of terpene and phenolic compounds. Traditionally, galangal roots are used to cure various health problems like stomach pain, stomach ulcers, various fungal diseases, yeast infections. It is also believed to have anti-tumor activity and believed to be effective against cancer and kidney problems. Galangal is a strong antioxidant that can help with the overall health of the body. So it is very famous as a traditional medicine. I was not successful in growing galangal from a rhizome. Somehow the sprouting rhizome that I purchased got some fungus and failed to grow. These plants are not available in my local nurseries, so I decided to try growing them from a store-bought rhizome. Most of the store-bought rhizomes do not grow easily, but you need to be very patient. The best time to try growing galangal from the store-bought rhizomes is in early spring to early summer. That is when they start sprouting. I believe the rhizomes that we get in the store are treated with some chemicals or they are irradiated, so they may not sprout at all. But pick a rhizome that has an eye-like structure on them. I waited until I found the right rhizome that were turning like slightly greenish in color. I knew that from the eyes or buds the plant was going to sprout soon. This usually happens when the rhizome is a little bit stale. They are exposed to the light for a longer period, and even if they are treated, they somehow start growing and sending out the stems. I didn't plant the rhizome immediately because I knew from earlier experience that they get decayed very easily if they catch any fungus. So I kept the rhizomes near a sunny window and then next to a grow light, and it worked. Now I can understand many of you watching this video must be from tropical regions where all seeds or roots sprout easily without putting significant effort. But I live in a region where weather is very unpredictable. Suddenly in the middle of the rainy season we might get a heat wave or even a cold wave. So outdoor gardening depends on the weather a lot. I waited for 3 to 4 weeks and let the stems start growing upwards. Once it grew, the first leaf or two, I planted the rhizome in a very loose mix of soil that had a lot of perlite in it for easy drainage. Finally, the newly planted plant started growing several stems under a grow light, and that is when I decided to move it outdoors to a bigger pot. Once I have a well-established plant that maybe I'll feel comfortable moving it in the ground. Galangal grows well in hot, humid, tropical or subtropical climate. Some people say that it likes to grow in full sun, but if the weather is very dry and hot in your growing zone, then it is better to keep it in a semi-shade area where it will receive 3 to 4 hours of direct sunlight. There are pink and yellow colored varieties, and the varieties with pink rhizomes have taller plants or pseudostems. The stems are called pseudostem because it is not a real stem of the plant, but the extension of the leaves that roll near the rhizome and look like a stem. Pink varieties have thicker rhizomes compared to the yellow one. I believe I have the yellow variety with the light yellow flesh inside, and I'll know for sure when the plant will mature fully and I harvest it. Galangal prefers loose, very well draining soil. Regular feeding of all purpose fertilizer is good for healthy, well grown rhizomes. Flowers are white to slightly yellow in color with green base. The propagation is done by rhizomes. And that is it for now. I hope you liked this video and found it useful. A big thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel, see to like and share my videos. Media links are posted in the description. See you again. Bye.